Brilliance Audio presents The Jake Ryan Complex by Bethany Crandell, performed by Exie Sands. As I always do after a long delivery, I hit the Starbucks drive-thru for a soothing cup of cocoa before I start the 40-mile drive home. I could have gone with a condo in the city, but I like the commute from downtown Chicago to Naperville. It's relaxing when there's no traffic. And once I get there, it's just like being home in my Michigan childhood, where churches anchor every corner and paper boys still deliver from their bicycles. It's the perfect place to live. Or it will be once I can find a reliable handyman. There's always something going wrong with my old Craftsman. It's nearly 10 o'clock when I finally turn onto my street. Lined with statuesque elms and old-timey lampposts, it's about the best greeting I could ask for after the day I've had. My stomach sinks when I see a black pickup parked in front of my house, a Walsh & Sons general contracting magnet displayed across the tailgate. Damn it. Now what? I shield my eyes from the rotted-out woodpile, formerly my front porch, that sprawled across my lawn, and head up the long driveway. My house is dark, but the granny flat out back is lit up like the Vegas Strip, which means that whatever catastrophe brought a contractor out in the middle of the night is happening at my 22-year-old tenant dog walker's place. Crap. Most nights, Rerun, my elderly Labrador, is waiting at the gate to welcome me, his thick black tail swaying with anticipation. But tonight, the only one standing watch is Gia. As always, she's the epitome of cool, with her spiky platinum hair and retro cat-framed glasses, but based on the death glare she's firing at me, it's clear she's not very happy. "Hey, what's going on?" I ask cautiously, motioning to the granny flat as I climb out of the Jeep. Her glare tightens, and she settles deeper into her crossed-armed stance. "Your house is a shitbox. That's what's going on." "What happened?" "That fucking pipe burst in my bathroom again." My shoulders sag. "It did?" "Yes. But thankfully, this time it happened while I was out walking Rerun, so it was probably only running for like a half hour before I found it. All my stuff is drenched." "Is your artwork okay?" Gia refers to herself as a hijack artist, which basically means she replicates other artists' famous pieces and then embellishes them with some of her own flair. It used to be flowers or maybe a weird symbol, but lately it's all about Steve Gutenberg. She stumbled upon a random airing of Police Academy a few months back and has been inspired by him ever since. Steve's shown up naked, always naked, in more than a dozen pieces that have surprisingly sold for hundreds of dollars apiece, which is why she nearly strangled me when this exact situation happened last month and her latest Steve project, a naked Steve replacing Judas at the table in Da Vinci's The Last Supper, was ruined from water damage. Not only did I have to pay to have all her things cleaned, but I also had to ante up $400 for the world's most sacrilegious painting. "Yeah, my pieces are all fine, but only because there was a pile of clothes on the floor that sopped up the water. A few minutes longer and everything would have been destroyed." Gia's messiness usually annoys me, but in this case her piggish style seems to be working to both our benefits. "Well, thank God for dirty clothes," I say, then I motion back toward the street, saying, "But the good news is it looks like you finally found us some help." Thankfully, she eases her stance a little. "Yeah, he comes into the flower shop all the time. Left his card a few weeks ago. I remembered him saying something about being up for after-hours emergency work, so I figured I'd try him. He's inside assessing the damage now." Along with her Steve art, Gia also works part-time at a local flower shop and picks up other odd jobs as the moods strike. I admit I was skeptical of her at first. Septum piercings and come-and-go paychecks don't scream reliable tenant. But she's proven to be a great fit. Besides the fact that she's never late on rent, she adores Rerun and is more than happy to look after him when I'm not around. Considering the hours I keep, that's invaluable. And on a personal level, I like Gia. Sure, she's brash and a little scary when she's mad, but she's also bold and lives her life with the kind of reckless confidence I've always wished I had. It feels good to be around someone like that.